Do you guys want to hear a Reddit story?
Yes.
See? Thank you, Dale. Okay.
Stupid funny.
Are you gonna?
I don't know
read it?
why you hate it so much. I want to.
Scott, you're in the minority. You're wrong. The internet, everyone else but you loves Reddit stories.
It's true. I am half Japanese. I am a minority.
No, that's
Thank
not
you
what I'm saying.
For bringing that
You're
up.
putting words in my mouth.
You did call me a minority. I just want to put it on blast that I don't appreciate.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Ian does the editing of this podcast.
Yeah, so when this thing
No
airs, it's going to be
longer
like,
on
you are a beautiful man.
The Northern Lights far exceeded the eclipse, in my opinion. Like, it
You
was-
are crushing me right now.
That is that
And
amazing.
like from the mountains.
Yeah, but you just like feel bad for everyone that didn't get to see the.
Fully knowing you were
Northern
the
Lights.
only one who saw
I
it.
know, that's like actually pretty shitty, sorry.
No, there are haves and there are have-nots, and unfortunately, some people just have not the beauty in their life to see the Northern
You
Lights.
guys just
Yeah.
need to get more family in the mountains, I guess is what I'm saying.
Oh, did you bring him that hat?
Yeah.
You look like
no,
you're a
that's
mechanic,
really
but like a
cool.
smart mechanic.
Oh yeah, I know what a Cadillac converter does.
Yeah, you're the
like-
guy
Yeah.
exactly who breaks down the pricing at the end. Still has little dirty hands.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, uh-oh.
Or like
Not that mechanics aren't smart. I don't mean that, but you know what I mean.
No,
like
no,
a
no,
nerdy,
no,
like a
I know
loser
what you mean.
mechanic.
You were downplaying the blue collar workers. In,
No.
in Canada here and mentioning that they're not maybe of the utmost intelligence.
Oh no, this blew up in my face. I'm just trying to say you look like a nerd who also can fix a car, which I guess is a everything.
Or you look like somebody that could fix a car that then like has to now do the accounting for his own business.
It's just sweating so much. Oh my god, there's so many parts.
I'm so sorry. To me, you could be like a little like filmmaker with like a little MacBook, like going to Blue Bottle Coffee in LA. Like that's who I
Yeah,
am.
That's
you see hipster vibe now.
I
You
see
see
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm seeing
It
it.
is
I'm seeing it.
cosplay
That's
for me
yeah.
here. Yeah.
Or you're the
Like
guy on
those
the
hands have never done a day of work.
Yeah,
in
I'm
their life.
not seeing work.
right. He looks the part, but he's still. Or you're the guy on like the NASA ship who like is like the tech guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it kind of
Yes,
looks
he's like the IT guy for NASA or something.
Yeah. How did we get into this game?
Oh, because I'm not used to seeing it, and once I looked over my peripheral, I was like, "Whoa, there it is in the hat." I
Yeah,
like it.
smart
Yeah,
mechanic.
yeah, Alberta.
Half the time he says I look like a barback on this show, so like it's
Well, you're not wearing your
kinda do.
sunglasses
Yeah.
today.
Why are you wearing a black t-shirt?
the black T-shirt's not that crazy, is it?
Not for a
Why are
barback.
you wearing a black t-shirt?
I was like, wait, is this bold fashion?
No,
Yeah,
it's
everybody's
very-
into colors
it's
these days.
very, I'm working at the bar. fashion.
Yeah, I don't know why I choose to dress like a grip on this show week after week. But...
Oh my god! This one time I actually was on a set. Like this is so funny. Okay, do you know Giacomo?
Oh, from Grey's Anatomy.
Yes,
The most
okay.
successful person. I've never met him, but it was like he instantly made it. I know he made it because his Instagram bio no longer says actor. It says philanthropist. And I'm like,
Ooh.
all right.
Oh
You
my
made
God,
it
He's
now.
actually passed. No, he's doing my friend James's show right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He's
in
not on Grey's
Vancouver.
Anatomy anymore?
No, I don't think so. No,
Okay.
he's not. Anyways, so he went to Humber. We went to Humber together. And like right after graduation from Humber, we were like 20 years old. Also, Giacomo never said a word to me. And this is when I was pretty like a lot more straight. And I like see him in the hallways. We were all just like, oh my God, Giacomo.
Oh, even then? It's good to know his life was always awesome.
We knew that Giacomo was going to be a star, okay? And then like some filmmaker, at school was doing a short film and Giacomo and I get hired for the same job to work together finally. And I was like, oh my God, I hope there's a, whatever. I hope we get to be close. Never happened. Anyways, he shows up on set. Everyone's like, oh my God, Giacomo. And I like show up and I was wearing a plaid shirt and like glasses. And like I was going into like the makeup trailer and they were like, someone grabbed me and were like, no, that's for the actors. The grips go over here. I was like,
No.
That is so funny. The day you wanted to look hot to try and finally convince the cool guy from your class, and like, oh, you're in the wrong place.
Now, is Giacomo a first name?
Yeah.
Oh,
who's Giacomo?
He's Italian.
He's Italian. His name is spelled like Giacomo.
Yeah, exactly. You saying it out loud, I've read it before. You saying it, I'm like, I guess that's how it's pronounced.
I honestly don't even know if it is. I'm
Because he
pretty
never
sure
talked
it's
to you, he wouldn't even look at you.
Giacomo. He wouldn't even look at
Who
me.
is he
Would-
in Grey's? I don't know. I'm asking.
He did a bunch of
Like a hot
seasons.
mysterious-
Yeah, one of the hot doctor guys.
Yeah.
You know,
one of the hot doctor guys. It's like that's.
Oh, he's the ugly troll guy who comes out and says, "I think it's autoimmune disease." That's who she wanted to
Giacomo.
fall in love with.
No, he looks like Leonardo DiCaprio.
He looked. I guess it makes sense that he made it instantly and has had a great life since day one.
Hashtag great life.
And you said that he's moved on from being a philanthropist now. He's actually...
I have no idea.
It's not even about giving back at this point.
It's not about giving back.
Yeah.
He took as an actor. Now he's giving back.
And then the next one is just like no material possessions, nothing to give back.
Yeah.
But his perfect jawline. This is
My
just
only
the
goal
roast.
now is to get to the moon.
Yeah, that is the next step, I guess, after success.
Yeah, once you conquer Earth, you gotta go somewhere
You
else.
gotta try to
get
conquer
the moon.
space, baby.
Yeah,
And then what does your Instagram bio say then? Because you go actor, philanthropist, astronaut.
astronaut or universal king.
Universal
Oh,
king.
right. Some kind of cosmic thing.
Yeah, not earthly king.
No,
Universe-
galactic owner.
Galactic owner.
Do you think if you dressed like this back in university, women would have wanted to work with you the same way Dale wanted to work with Giacomo?
Nope. Wait, yeah. What do we dress?
Is that
We
what
had-
Giacomo? He was wearing a Canmore hat, and you were like,
Actually-
"I am sold."
Even in his like theater sweats, he just oozed.
Just gray sweatpants, the biggest dick you've ever seen in your life. This guy's got it all. It's like David Beckham. That guy's just beautiful face, the best athlete. It's like, oh, okay, you just have everything. That's
But-
fine.
has a high voice, so
You're right.
You're right. Wait, does David Beckham have a high voice?
it's a pretty high voice. Yeah,
You have a very resonant voice.
it's just a sleepy voice, is what
Oh,
it
is
is.
it
I'm
your
always
sleepy
on the
voice?
edge of falling asleep. Is what it is. We have so many coffees here. But yeah, no, he's like Mike Tyson. He wears like he has a high thin voice.
A high voice.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, Kate, I was having this conversation with a friend of mine where do you think that people actually have perfect lives? Like, if we're going to look at Giacomo, you're like, okay, here's this athletic, gorgeous, talented guy who immediately has success in his career, gets married, has a baby, a family. Now he's a philanthropist. Does he suffer?
You're talking about Galactic King?
Not a single day in his life.
Does he suffer?
Yeah, of course.
But how?
One time he stubbed his toe.
Yeah, in his mind, I'm sure. No one's ever happy with what they have, and they all just make up different reasons to be unhappy.
This is us justifying this. He's watching this right now being like, fuck that. My
But
life's
maybe-
great.
You're right. I mean, if life is on a spectrum, you got to have somebody on the far end of being like everything is perfect and great and wonderful and has it all, and someone's on the other end of like just having maybe the worst possible life you
You
can
know what?
imagine.
Maybe if life is a stage and everyone has to play a role, that Giacomo he had to play.
He had to play Hamlet.
He had to
And the
play
rest of us had to
Hamlet.
play pieces of shit, lighting him to make sure he
I'm
looks
not,
good.
I'm not sure you read the play Hamlet.
I
He doesn't
skimmed
really
through
quite
it.
have a great life for that.
It's good. He's a
I
king.
mean,
He's born a king. The ending's not great, sure. The dad
Yeah.
stuff.
But it's like summer.
All the way through, he's having a bit of a rough time.
Fine, it's just the first act of Romeo and Juliet. He's just kissing the women, being like, this is great.
Right. He's in love. I don't know. The first.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe he didn't get to see the Northern Lights.
That's true.
Hey.
Maybe the overcast from his mansion in LA was too much, so you'll always have that on him.
Pollution, that's true.
Yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure watching right now? You're obviously a Grey's Anatomy person. Are you watching the Ashley Madison documentary?
I did watch that.
That's the website where people would cheat on their wives or spouses? Oh, I don't know about this.
Wait, what?
You don't know
Oh.
about Ashley Madison?
No, I know about. I'm a power user on that. They got banned.
No, there was like a data leak, and they have like a mini series on Netflix about it. It's good. I didn't actually know about it. Like I knew about Ashley. I knew about Ashley Madison. We all know about Ashley Madison.
Yeah, you had a profile on there. You want to see what kind of...
Yeah.
Why did they make the name sound like a sexy? Like it sounds like someone you're. Oh, I'm just texting Ashley. It sounds like someone you're having an affair with. Why not call it like consulting? You know, like make it on your credit card or when it shows up. Make it sound like.
They didn't show up on credit cards. That was like a whole thing. But they named it Ashley Madison because it was the two most popular names that year.
Like the
Oh.
babies and stuff.
Yeah.
For their SEO. They nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they're doing smart. So what would it show up on the credit card as?
It was like
Definitely
under-
not cheating.
Please don't look, baby. I'm so
Faithful
sorry.
Husband store. It was like I think that the billing it took care of like a bunch of different websites. It's interesting if you watch the docuseries too, because she's like there's like one person that's in customer support, and she said that like wives would call being like, what is this charge? And they were actually like, they would just say, oh, we're a company that we take care of a bunch of different businesses, so I don't know what it is, but we'll just reverse it. And they were just trained to just like reverse it. And then the man would call back and be like, thank you, and then give him a different credit card number.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was just like a numbered company though or something. But it was, but she said it was like, because it was actually like this hub that did a bunch of other things, but they knew obviously when it was Ashley Madison, but they had to be like, oh no, don't worry, we'll just give you that $19 back.
And there's a data
Stressing
leak.
you out?
Stressful.
Data leak, and then everybody found out you were going through the all the people that were signed up to Ashley Madison, who you like use their real name and be like, is my husband here? Is my wife here? Oh,
Yeah.
they're there.
They used the real name?
Yeah, it was all because they had said that it was like protected and like your security and everything, and it was like all just lies.
It's just a Google sheet.
And then somebody, honestly, and then they were like worried about the security, but didn't really do anything about it because they were just making so much money. And then there was a data leak, and then these people like blackmailed them, being like, you have like 30 days or whatever. And then they didn't, and then they released everybody's names. And it wasn't even like names, it was like sexual preferences.
Well, it's just
and,
everything
like,
they popped in there.
kinks and stuff. And then so you could search it. And then like all
Oh,
of the-
searchable data link.
Yeah, like
so you could just
Oh
like
my
bald
God.
step siblings,
no,
and it would like match you with, there's my husband.
No. You could like, you could go like the wife could go onto this and be like, put her husband's name or email address in, and then it would pop up and it would have like the information that he supplied onto the thing.
Mhm.
It was like a huge data leak.
When did this happen?
This happened in 2000 and something. 2000.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, maybe?
Eight
Or
or-
maybe a little
maybe
bit more.
like maybe 15.
Yeah.
2008, 2000 something.
That ruined your marriage, that leak, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Broke me.
But it wasn't your name that got you busted, it was your preferences?
It was mostly my preferences. Yeah,
Right.
they were a little weird.
Must look like a mechanic, but
Big fan.
from
Well, what
Harvard.
does the OnlyFans charges come up on your credit card as?
I got a charge for OnlyFans on my credit card once, and I was like going through, but it was like a small charge. It's like $12 from OnlyFans, and I was like, "What?" But I was so confused because it was buried so deep in my credit card.
I have
That, like-
so many other purchases.
No, but
Yeah.
because I was just
That's
looking-
not a credit card issue. I think that's a you spending issue.
No, but that's the thing. It was from like weeks before, but there was no other fraud, and it was for like $12 that I was like, did I pay for OnlyFans?
What were you watching?
I didn't. I obviously didn't because like I've never been on OnlyFans in my life. But because I'm like, if somebody like stole my credit card information, but only spend $12 on OnlyFans, I was just like confused by the logic of that I like gaslit myself into thinking that I paid for something for $12 on OnlyFans.
I just really got to send this DM. Please. To this influencer.
No, it only
You have to pay money to send someone.
Oh, that's one of the good scams. Here's what
No.
some of them do. So you could be like, hey, if you want to message
Here's what
me.
some of them do.
Yeah.
If you want to,
told me.
yeah,
Yeah.
my friend spends a lot of money on it. No, but if you want to message this, let's say some influencer you have a crush on, you can pay OnlyFans to DM her, and there's whole industries where people will outsource it to like people in India to answer all their messages on OnlyFans. So these guys are thinking that they're finally talking to them, but really they're just talking to like a virtual assistant who's messaging hundreds of accounts. Being, yeah, great,
Yeah,
thank
they
you.
all know that, though. They know.
Do they?
Smart.
Yeah,
That
people
is
have
so
to know.
smart. Come on.
Who has the time in the day to text message the
Weirdos?
hundreds
Yeah,
of weirdos that are
Just
texting?
lots of like, what's the emoji that looks like a, just, what is it, eggplant? I imagine that's 85% of the messaging happening on OnlyFans.
The guy is texting the OnlyFans star just texting eggplants back to the people.
Why won't she answer?
I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and there was a drag queen that was talking about that was their job, their day job was responding to like somebody's OnlyFans, and he's saying that he like worked on.
I want that
You
job.
want that job?
I want that.
Oh my
job.
god! And they were saying that they like worked in a company, and then that's what they were doing.
Oh
but they
my
were saying
God.
it openly on camera, obviously, and it brought me so much joy because I was like, oh my god! Imagine just like the people also that hate drag queens, and I'm like, and you think you're like getting sexy with the celebrity, and it's just like
That
this
is so
drag
funny.
queen.
I would love fucking with people, so it would just be so fun to
But you
do
wouldn't want to
that.
get fired.
Huh?
So you'd have to like still do a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
But while saying crazy stuff.
But why say? Yeah, exactly. Saying the craziest stuff.
Yeah,
But
that's
the job
be
would be
really
to
fun.
be to
Please
sext
hire me.
these people all day.
You're sexting, yeah.
You're sexting all day.
You know what's weird? So I'm a birth doula, and once I like told people about being birth doula and stuff and had a website. All these creeps, there are creeps with kinks, like birth kinks. So they contact me and they try to like pretend to be a client and ask questions about birth because their kink is hearing someone talk about the birth.
Holy shit.
I know. And so like there's all these like
That's like pre-pedophile. It's like, I don't want to fuck the baby. I want to fuck before the baby.
No, I think it probably has something to do with the fact that birth is so unknown. It's such a mystery to most people, but they get off on like a woman. And also doulas are trained to be like really warm and really emotionally. And so the kind of attention that they get, because they like fake, there's like the deep fakes that they will do to have someone talk about birth to them is crazy.
They go to levels of like, my wife is 9 months pregnant.
But
Me trying to figure out what they would say.
Exactly.
The placenta is leaking a little. Is this normal?
The thing is like I was started to just fuck with them for a second.
You could tell, because you could tell.
Yeah, exactly. So I started fucking with them and telling them insane things, and then they just like go away. But it's pretty.
Then they text
They
you.
just go away. They're like, well, this birth doula really went off here, and I don't know what to do with
It
my
was
9
so
months.
unsexy, it ruined their kink. They're like, oh, maybe this is gross.
I listened to a podcast, I think, that was about, it was a woman that would pretend to be pregnant and she would get like a doula and a midwife.
That's also a thing.
That was like her kink. And she would just like, she'd always say,
Yes.
because she just like wanted somebody to like love her.
Exactly.
She'd just always say that she's like having like labor problems and she would like lose the baby every time.
But would she like stuff it a little bit?
Oh,
yeah,
my
she would
God.
like, she would fake it for like months.
But then
And
wouldn't
then she's
nobody
so
touches
sad.
it? Or I guess you can get like a fake belly like they would use in
A
movies.
doula wouldn't really touch you unless you were like, I have this thing and I need you to touch it.
Oh, can you feel to make
She
sure?
also-
They're
it
not-
was like way dark too, because she was saying like how she got pregnant was like giving her like she couldn't be touched by other people. Like it was like
She did her homework.
it was like a personal space, like trauma induced story.
Whoa,
And
that's fucked up.
And she would just get people to come in.
I saw these were women that were contacting you.
No, they were.
I thought
I mean, they might have been women, but most of them were men.
that's what I thought. In my mind, I'm
No,
like,
most of them were men.
the creepos are definitely the men coming for you. But this is a woman who had a bit of a weird.
Yeah, women
Yes.
can be creepos too.
Yeah, I
Women
mean,
can be
sometimes
creepos, and the thing about
maybe they hide it better. Who knows? I don't know.
well, once you start dating them, it all really comes. I mean, wait for me. You also date women, right? Okay. I've met quite a few crazy, but anyway, that's a whole other story. But I think
Just
I
dive
think-
into all of your dating history. We would love it.
I think that because like a doula is like the difference between a doula and a midwife, like a doula is someone who mothers the mother through the process. So it's so hard what you're doing, right? So there's someone who's an emotional support, all of those things, whereas like a midwife would be the one who's caring about the baby. And
Oh, it's more technical, like
medically
getting the baby out.
responsible. Yes, they're medically responsible for the baby. A doula is more responsible for the emotional care. So that woman probably really, this is so sad and so psychologically fucked, but like probably really needed that like mothering. And then I know it's so.
I mean, it's nice to be cared for.
It is really nice to be cared for. Like, I wish I could just hire a doula in my regular life just to doula me. Like,
Just start DMing other ones.
$1 million idea.
Yeah.
Just like
A life doula.
pregnant life doula.
Yeah, because your
Yeah.
your body becomes like a house for something else that is way more special than you are, and then
oh, the way you just put that. It's really.
I like that that's what you thought, this nice thing. Being a doula, empathy, and I'm just like trying to think of a joke about how your body's a house for Taco Bell or something. Like,
yeah. How'd that joke come out for you?
not good. Especially after the nice moment Dale had. Me actively trying to burn you for no reason. Like last week on the show, he was burning me. Now I look like the bully today.
Honestly, you gotta know where the line is, and you just don't.
I crossed it. It's a very serious doula pod today.
Yeah, we're talking about doula kinks
Sorry, I
and doula.
have no. Is this too like?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys wanted like women on your podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
just
were
start
gonna
talking
talk
about
about
childbirth
birth.
Well,
immediately.
Yeah.
And how like women can be creeps too. It's like, wait, what? It's somehow the most.
Women can definitely be creeps.
Is that how you hurt your finger? Doing dueling?
No, I hurt my finger glue gunning.
Glue gunning.
Yeah.
Oh, you doing arts and crafts?
I was doing an arts and crafts.
Wow.
And
Getting crafty.
I was so instead of so stupid, instead of putting the glue on the piece of wood and then attaching the seashell like that, I was like, I'm gonna put the seashell here, and then do that,
Oh,
and
you
then
gotta drip.
the cord got caught, and then the seashell went, and it stuck itself to my finger,
Oy.
and then I put it under cold water, and then
The seashells.
and then it stuck even far, and then I had to rip it off my
Oh.
finger. Do you guys want to see it?
Do you want us to see it?
Some people have screamed when they saw it.
Do you have backup band-aids? Yeah, now I do want to see it. But do you have backup band-aids?
I think I.
Because I'll feel bad if you take off the band-aid to show
Well,
us.
it's not bleeding or anything. It's not oozing.
But will you?
It's just a bubble.
Can we see it?
You've done the tell. You gotta do the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you pop?
I like that.
No, I went to the doctor and like pharmacist and everything, and they said, "Do you have to like let the
The heel's underneath the bubble.
because
Like the Earth. In the ozone
yeah,
layer.
the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they put it, you know, when
calling it the bubble is so funny.
yeah,
It's the bubble.
when they turf
take it
the field for things, they keep the bubble on the
Yeah.
roof on the Sky Dome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to use a meta. Too much stuff about doulas for our male audience. So the Sky Dome is where the Blue
when
Jays
we're
play.
doing sports here at the stadium, and the boys got to get out there and play on Sunday morning.
Yeah,
you keep
maybe.
the bubble on, and
When
you
outdoor soccer turns to indoor soccer.
That was so close. We nearly had females listening who were like, "Oh, maybe these guys aren't a right-wing men's rights podcast." But we're back.
Well, we're gonna get.
Blisters.
Oh, you didn't hear? You didn't hear the
Let's
memo?
Wait, you're not.
No, we're not a right-wing podcast. But this episode is brought to you by Fox News and Breitbart.
It's my friend who I haven't seen.
No, you're good.
6 years.
This show's really about nothing.
Well,
at all.
you know, the pandemic did radicalize a few people. Oh wow!
Oh my
You got a
God!
little bubble, buddy.
Can you hold that to the camera a little bit? Look at that. That it looks like
I'm surprised it doesn't just like pop itself.
it almost looks like a stone or a ring is on your finger already.
Beautiful.
For
It
audio
is.
listeners, it's beautiful. You guys are way too sweet.
It's stunning. I should keep it.
You're gonna have a beautiful scar with that.
You
one.
should hire a doula to tell you that thing's beautiful because I think that thing's disgusting, honestly.
I know. My friends screamed when they saw it.
Oh yeah. Do you have a cushion for that? Is that like a pillow on the inside of that?
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. There's like a pillow and like numbing cream and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's-
How many
Feels
years
like-
has it been like that?
Since Tuesday.
You're growing another finger.
That's
I know.
right.
So yeah, that's my finger story.
Jenna, you were
Scott
saying
also hurt his finger.
Yeah, I mean,
What
like
did you do?
I fell into the road. I was walking home and
Drunk?
no, it was about 7 in the morning. We went for a jog, and then I was gonna jaywalk as I do, and I tripped on the curb going down into the road, and I landed. I had my phone in my hand. I landed on my pinky, and then barrel rolled off, and then got up. My hat knocked off, but lucky no cars were coming, and I didn't get hit by a car.
And took like a huge tumble and just
Yeah.
fell directly on his pinky.
Oh wow, that's kind of gnarly too. Can you hold that for the camera?
Yeah, what are we doing? Just a finger story?
Yes.
Jenna, earlier you were saying there's some rash photos on your phone.
Did you wanna
We'd
show
love to
them?
see that if we can.
I can't. I had to bring my own
Oh,
camera.
too bad.
Do you have any weird skin stuff you want to show us?
I got a sunburn, but I mean, like it's like a little farmer's tan going on. It's starting to
You
peel a
have
bit.
sunscreen,
I
little
know.
white friend.
I know. I know it's
Yo,
dangerous.
you don't wear sunscreen. You're against it. You
No,
believe
I'm
the
not against
conspiracies.
it. I just forget
Oh,
until I'm burned and like, you idiot.
right.
I was at a baseball game at the Sky Dome.
Hell yeah, dog. Tell me more about that.
Which team do you cheer for?
The Blue Jays, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Nice.
Our Fair City's team of young millionaires.
yeah.
But yeah, my skin's good other than that. Do you guys want to hear a Reddit story?
Yes.
See?
wanna hear this.
Thank
Yes.
you, Dale. Okay.
I do.
Stupid fucking thing.
Are you gonna?
I don't
read
know
it?
why you hate it so much. I want to.
Scott, you're in the minority. You're wrong. The internet, everyone else but you loves Reddit stories.
It's
I
true.
wanna
I am
judge
half
it
Japanese. I am a minority.
No, that's
Thank
not
you
what I'm saying.
for bringing that
You're
up.
putting
It's a
words
bit-
in my mouth.
You did call me a minority. I just want to put it on blast that I don't appreciate.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Ian does the editing of this podcast.
Yeah, so when this thing
It's no
airs, it's going to be
longer
like,
on
you are a beautiful man.
But also going back to me visiting you because you live near Shawn Mendes. That's gonna happen. Right?
Oh, yeah.
What's the
That,
plan?
that, off the show that came out, but for listener context, I live across the street from Shawn Mendes.
You've been
apparently.
stalking Shawn
And I
Mendes.
love Shawn Mendes.
And Dale loves Shawn Mendes.
He's so pretty.
We'll just hang out inside his house,
Yes.
and then eventually you'll have a meet cute. I'm sure that won't
Exactly.
end up weird.
And not at all.
Yeah.
We just get this clip, and then you can like localize the advertising, and maybe it'll hit his phone.
A friend of mine did that when he broke up with his girlfriend. He ran Facebook ads to her house.
Wait,
so he
what?
was. You can geo-target, so you could target like locations. And he ran an article he had of him like doing something successful. I won't say
Doing
what because
so
I don't
well.
want to.
Are you, that is
And he
so
literally
funny.
ran it only to her house, so that every single day she would see this article pop up on her Instagram and her Facebook. Crazy, but also pretty funny.
That is
pretty funny.
hilarious.
Amazing, right?
This guy made another $2 million today. What?
Yeah, shouldn't have dumped him. He commissioned the store.
Yeah.
Any girl would be crazy to leave a guy like this. Okay, this story involves a cruise.
Mhm.
Ooh.
A pleasure
I'm-
cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cruise the boat or like
Yeah, or like a Tom
cruise
Cruise.
down.
All
Oh.
cruises can be a
Cruise
pleasure
down the
cruise if you're having a good time. But this one is, yes, a big boat, planning a big boat.
Okay.
Are
you guys ready?
Cruise? What other cruises do you know?
Penelope Cruise.
A booze cruise, that's
A
just when
booze.
you're hitting lots of bars.
Oh my God, I
Tom
think of
Cruise,
Cruise.
like you said.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
But but again, this is the cruise that
Okay.
makes the most sense in any situation.
This is gonna take a long time.
Yeah, especially with you guys interrupting
So sorry. I mean, I can't wait for you to read.
this guy. This fucking guy doesn't know how the internet works. I never thought I would have to post here, but I may have messed up. I'm 27. Okay, look, I'm not the best. I'm working on my reading on it. Should I try to make it sound natural, like it's me telling the story? What do you guys think?
No, try to make it like do it like you're reading it to a child.
To which I pretty much am in this setting.
How
Okay.
dare you?
Am I the asshole for booking one cruise room for my fiance and my parents? This is a weird title. Am I the asshole for booking one room for my fiance and I to share with my parents on a cruise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm 27 years old. Well, we don't know yet.
Don't even need
Maybe
to know.
it takes a turn.
Nah,
You're like, yes,
nah, man. You're not sharing any rooms with your parents.
Look, you immediately...
What a fool.
Exactly. So he's 27 and he wanted to book a cruise for his fiance and their parents, 50 years old. His parents are in their 50s. I discussed booking a room together with the four of us as a group, but did not discuss it privately with my fiance. Everyone seemed in agreement, so I booked us all together with the reasoning that it would save us a lot of money. My fiance and I make good money, but I wanted the cruise to be financially doable for my parents. My fiance, a week after, told me now that she feels uncomfortable sleeping in a room with my parents. They will have the queen bed, she will be on the bunk bed, and I will be on a couch bed. I told her it's too late to change now, as I paid full payment and locked us into that room.
That's like the worst vacation ever, because it's like beyond sharing a room, having to stay on a bunk bed, you're also on a fucking cruise. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I like
so
that right away, even halfway through the story, you guys like, this guy's an asshole.
This guy's
But maybe
That's
it
not
takes
an
a
asshole,
twist.
it's
This guy,
just-
he sounds really dumb. He
Yeah.
just sounds really dumb.
Look, there might be a
That's even
twist.
worse. That's-
This guy likes his parents too much.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sexy
Ooh.
cruise. You know, you want to spend you're with your fiance. You're not even married and tired of the person yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it get worse? Does it like?
It's not done yet.
Oh well, hurry
It
up.
could very well make him look good. She wanted to book us another room, but I told her I don't feel that's an option because booking would cost us over $1,000 for the lowest quality room
Yeah.
when the original fare was only $250 a head. I said, in my opinion, you don't spend too much time in your room except to sleep, so it wouldn't be as bad as she thinks. My family is
You
used to
also
sleeping in the same
Fuck
room
in the room though too, don't you?
and showering. And...
Shower,
You
yeah.
don't just sleep in the room.
So Reddit, am I the asshole?
You're a dumb asshole. Yes, you're
Not
a
even-
dumb asshole.
Yeah,
You're
that's
very
the new
dumb.
subreddit for it. Am I a dumb asshole?
What's not sexy about your fiance sleeping on a bunk bed in the same room as your parents, like she's 7 years old?
Oh my god.
Have you been on a cruise before, any of you?
I've never been.
I have, but like when I was this big.
Did you sleep on a bunk?
Probably. I was like in second grade.
I think when you're little, it sounds fun, but also aren't they horrible for the environment? And like, don't they just like dump like sewage and like just into the ocean? Like,
Yeah, they're
horrible.
Yeah, they're one of the worst things on
And
the
then
planet.
Just
remember
an
during
open
COVID?
toilet.
Yeah, remember during COVID? Like, weren't they all like stuck or something?
Oh, they were for sure stuck. On
But they're
that thing
also one of the best times you can ever have.
Have you been on a cruise? And had a good
Sponsored
time?
by
Royal
Bro.
Caribbean Cruiselines.com. Go there for all your cruise line needs.
I just also know there's a lot of comedy that happens. They book a lot of comedians on those environmentally friendly things.
You don't want to be stuck on those things. I mean, I like the,
Rooms big enough to house your whole family.
You're better than that, Ian. No, you're better than
You're
that.
right. And if they're interested, they could go to ianfisher.net. Get my agent's contact.
Yeah. Because those rooms are tight on the cruise ship.
Windowless sometimes too, right?
Yeah, depending
Windowless?
on what
Like a
you're paying
jail
for.
cell?
They're cheaper if on the inside if there's windowless ones that don't have a
Well,
balcony.
there's a
that are
window
cheaper.
into the hallway.
But if this guy is splitting a room 4 ways to save money, he's for sure getting the windowless room.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the move, obviously.
I feel like you just leave your parents at home,
You just don't bring them at
Yeah.
all.
right?
Yeah.
Like, why? Are you
Oh, at this point, if you're just like, oh, we booked it, you told them about it, yeah, and you're gonna lose your marriage over it.
Yeah,
Because
or
that's
just
definitely what's
be,
gonna happen.
just be like or like a family trip, and the fiance can go do her own thing,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
have a sexy time herself, like go to
Yeah.
the spa or
Sure.
whatever. If he wants to give his parents a low cost cruise thing where he
Right.
shares the bed with them, like go ahead, go.
Oh, man,
do,
if
He's
I were
sleeping
do
in between
you.
them?
If I were
Yeah.
the fiance, I would get
Yeah.
my own room, but still make him stay with his parents.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, to be like, this is what you wanted.
That's it. That's it.
For sure,
Yeah,
when they would
yeah.
go to check in with the concierge and they're like, oh, you booked the family room? And then seeing that there are 4 adults, it's like to the bunk.
Yeah, for real.
That's for
it's
sure
like,
designed
when
for...
does the fiance find out?
Like he told her, I booked this one room the 4 of us are going to share. And
Yeah,
she was
he
like...
thought he was a hero going into the
He thought he
movie
was
here.
saving everybody money.
Yeah.
This dumb
I love
asshole.
walking shirtless
Dumb
next to my
fucking
in-laws.
asshole.
On the way from the shower.
But this is him being cheap,
Cheap.
and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And dumbass.
But he's trying to be a nice guy. He's trying to do his best, but it's
He's trying to accommodate everyone without
yeah.
actually.
But you please everybody, you please nobody.
100%.
Also, he said that they make good money. So it's like,
Yeah,
now
but
you're just
exactly
dumb
that.
cheap.
Yeah,
Why are
well,
you-
Which one is it? Do I make good money or am I trying to save?
I think he
Oh,
probably
so
makes good money and
that's
is
what makes
cheap.
him sound cheap, which makes him
Right.
even more of an asshole.
Yeah.
Because if you can afford it, and this is your fiance, spend $1,000.
Right.
Yeah, she should for sure get her own room and maybe have an affair on the cruise.
For sure.
Yes.
Ashley Madison.
Ashley Madison!
But these days, you don't need to have an affair. You can just be polyamorous.
So do you think he had a better chance pitching that to his wife? Because this guy who's...
Fiance, not quite
Fiance,
married yet.
right. Not sealed
Before
the
you,
deal.
before you sign that paperwork, we are in
And
an
maybe
open
she shouldn't.
relationship.
I don't think he should pitch that. I think she should pitch that.
Yeah.
The divorce?
She should pitch divorce before they get married for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, that'd be nice. You should have like a 5-year like re-uppance window, or like we agree to be married for this amount of time.
Yeah,
Five-
some performance review.
yeah.
I think they should. Marriages
Performance-
should expire after 7 years. There should be no stigma.
This is
Is it a thing?
This is actually a theory.
Yeah, because it's
It has
like...
a name.
And then that's
How
like we
long have
passed.
you been with your girlfriend?
6 years.
Come
And
on it, Ian. She's beautiful.
she is beautiful.
beautiful.
I would renew. I wouldn't want it to expire.
Yeah, so
I know,
we're
but
not-
we're
But
not
you don't know
talking
about
about
her
her.
though. She'd be like, "Well,
Oh, yeah.
listen, the time
Look,
has come up. We're going through your paperwork here. You haven't really accomplished any of the things that you said you would do when we first started going out.
Oh no, I was so much younger. It's so much more potential.
Yeah, I've gotten better looking. You kind of like degraded it a bit here, so I feel like my options are better on the horizon. So I'm gonna have to go and end this contract. This
Have fun on your cruise ship.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, come on.
Nice, yeah, it's not bad.
Well, there's a little
That's not
update
very
here.
Nice. She would re-up.
She would re-up it, right? And if she's not, I'll be available to be booked on cruises for months at a time at ianfisher.net. There's an edit here. Thanks all. I got us a second room.
Oh, there
see?
you go.
It looks like the whole internet was agreed with you guys. You
Yeah.
cut that story off 7 times to say this guy's a fucking idiot.
We didn't even cut it. You got to the title. You got
Yeah.
you got the headline of the
Ryan
story.
Asla. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Have you ever had to do anything weird like that? Like stay in a room with like people you hardly knew or didn't want to like have to get changed in front of?
What? What's that last part?
Well, like that's the thing is when you're sharing a room, it's not just sleeping. You're like getting dressed in that room, right? Like, he would have to get like she would have to change in front of her in-laws or like
Yeah, that's
run
true.
to the bathroom or she had to use the bathroom.
Yeah, because those cruise lines, you know,
The buffet
the buffet
goes right through you. Like Taco Bell in your belly or whatever I was
it's
trying to say
amazing,
earlier.
yeah, directly into the water. I'm sure, yeah, plenty of times. I don't know. Got nothing for you.
I remember once when I was supposed to go to an other ship class with Ian Fisher, and you bailed on me last minute. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. Other ship is an ice bath place. You can go do those
Bad
cold
friend,
plunges.
terrible friend. Yeah, we
Look,
had-
I don't pretend to be a good friend.
It's like other ship is like the ice plunge and the
I've
sauna,
been.
and Ian was supposed to go to like one of the actual classes, like the
breath work.
Yeah, and we hadn't been to one.
Yeah, right.
So cute.
I'm there to get cold.
He and
Get
I were
out.
supposed to go, and we'd never been to one. He bailed like as I was like walking in, was like, "Oh, I'm too sick."
Unbelievable.
But then it was very funny because I was like in that situation by myself, which it would have been like because it's obviously a very interesting situation 1st off, and then they're like, okay, everybody partner up and like hop in the plunge pool,
Oh,
and like
no.
so I had like to hop in a bathtub with some stranger, and I was like making jokes about it, and he was like not feeling my jokes. It was like, like I guess we're having a bath together, and he was just like very zen.
Yeah,
and I
he's
was like,
"Could you-"
This is not a bath.
Ian.
This is a challenge.
That was, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's how they treated it.
I know, and then we're
So
like
funny.
we're in the bath together, like all curled up, and they're like asking us to make eye contact, and so we have to like make eye contact with the stranger, and the whole time
I
I'm just
hate
like,
that shit.
fucking Ian.
Yeah.
That is so
I could be taking a bath with you.
We could have been.
staring into Ian's eyes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that time I had to undress and take a bath with the stranger.
Sue, see? Not so bad, right?
Am I the asshole for bailing on
Am I
other
the
shows?
asshole?
For not loving my bath partner.
I can't think of anything like that that I've ever been.
That's good, honestly, that you guys have no examples of like, no hostile experiences? That's kind of like a room with a lot of bugs.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
But I feel
I've
like
traveled in
hostel,
hostels
everybody's
and
kind of
stuff.
just like in the same vibe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not-
Everybody's
Like you-
parents are in the room in a hostel.
I think what's different for this is like in a hostel, you've chosen to go and live in a communal living situation.
Right.
Where this fiance seems like she's kind of forced into
Yeah.
like undressing in front of the rest of her
the
family.
in-laws, the
It's
future
like-
in-laws.
Yeah, like camping and
Yeah.
stuff. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
no.
somebody's gonna see you naked at some point.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Looks like we're all going camping with you.
Like camping when you guys are all naked camping.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The bugs are having a field day with that.
I hate camping.
A lot of people hate camping. We've
It's-
had people on the show who've gone camping with Jenna who's like, I hate camping.
Yeah.
It's not.
He
It's,
did say
you,
that to my
You want it to be a vacation, and all it is work. You
Yeah.
have to pack all the stuff, pack it, unpack it, set it up, put the things in the thing, get rid of your own garbage. Like by the time
You should be throwing out your garbage into the woods like a cruise ship.
It's where you're going to see the northern lights,
No,
though.
I know.
Yeah, that's
True.
But then by the time you get home, you're still tired. You didn't really have a vacation. You,
You
were
didn't
working
sleep
the whole
well.
time.
You were,
You
like,
didn't sleep well. You're
wet
covered in bugs.
all the time.
You stink.
Mhm.
Why not just rent a cabin?
Yeah, that's fair.
You like glamping then?
I
That's
like
not
the
camping,
idea.
It's renting a cabin.
See, I like camping,
You like all that?
but I don't think it's relaxing. It's like you're doing it for the challenge.
Yeah, no, I'm
Oh,
with
you
you on
consider
that.
it a challenge.
Because I don't, yeah, but the kind you're
you
describing,
don't consider it a vacation.
no way. Not the way I do it.
Everyone's having a bad time.
Yeah, because I'm a bad friend. I'm just being mean the whole time. I'm like, you look like a nerdy mechanic. Please, it's been 9 hours and my backpack's very heavy.
Oh, that's interesting. That might be like you must go on like those treks where like you go canoeing and stuff, right?
Yeah, we do the ones where like
You
it's like
go the-
a few days
like,
pack in.
So you know
I
that
mean-
it's like a trip, it's a challenge.
It's
like
not
an
the cooler with.
But it's
yeah.
an adventure. See, I
Yeah.
would do something like that, but just to like sit at a campsite with like
Like
random
car
kids and
camping?
like their
Yeah.
Yeah, I
diapers in the lake and stuff.
Wait,
it's
what?
just gross. Like kids who camp and go swimming the lake, they wear that. It's disgusting.
When you're just
It's
eating
like
Doritos by a
camping.
campfire, yeah, I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
I don't want to do that.
Well, when's
Well,
the
you
last
can-
time you
yeah.
went camping? I don't.
The kind, which kind? The Dale kind that she
camping?
hates, or the adventure kind?
You did
Any
a big
kind,
camping
really.
trip with your brother, right?
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we did a few
Last year.
days in the Cathedral Mountains in BC last summer. But exactly, it's like a 12-hour hike in,
Beautiful. Come on.
and you don't see people.
That's cool.
No
I'll do that.
Doritos.
No Doritos.
You'd hate it.
Do you eat like dried meats and like?
Yeah, you get special stuff.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah, it's cool because then it is like you
Yes.
feel like you've achieved something,
Exactly.
and it's very hard, but
And
you
it's
feel,
worth it.
but you feel like $1 million, but you're also so sore. Like it's not relaxing in that
Yes.
way.
You're
Yeah.
like, but it's also like you're going just on a really long hike. You're not
Yeah.
going like camping. Like you're camping on
Yeah.
a really long hike, but you know what I mean?
Like you'd
I
never
feel
call
like there's-
Mount Everest camping, right? Like I went camping up on Mount Everest for 8 days.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah.
I like the idea of being like, you want to come camping with me? And it's like, sure.
Oh, it's in Nepal. This is our Sherpa. You know him. It's like, is this her fiance?
Does your fiance go with you on these trips?
No ring, no fiance.
You're not even fiancé.
Hear that, baby? You're just my girlfriend.
7-year
sorry,
performance
sorry.
review.
She doesn't watch this show. I can say whatever I want.
Supportive.
Doesn't mean I don't love her. And if I do love you. Oh my God. Are you watching? I'm so sorry. Don't fuck these guys. This is all for jokes. I don't like any of them. They don't know what we have.
Exactly. He hasn't called me back in 7 years.
7 years? Yeah.
This is the first time you've reunited in 7 years.
Yeah.
6
How's-
years.
how's-
This
Okay,
is your
6 years.
7-year performance review.
Oh my God.
I'd renew.
Changed.
I'm still. It's nice to see you.
You'd
Is
renew
this your gross hand?
lack of friendship?
No, this is
or-
my
Okay.
gross hand.
Otherwise, I need some Sanny. No. No, it feels like old times, of course.
It does.
Yeah.
Ian hasn't changed that much on the outside, I guess. I don't know about your inner life,
Right.
but you you always felt very jolly, funny.
Like Santa Claus. Jolly. Jolly.
Like, yeah. like
He's
Santa
jolly.
Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd give you jolly.
Yeah, we all need a jolly friend.
Yeah. I like to bring it, especially on
brings it?
camera, and then I go home and all the dopamine's gone.
Let me go home and cry.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to hear about Dale's performance review now that she's back in the mix of your life and whether or not you're going to renew this friendship.
But also, are you renewing the friendship or are you renewing the
The departure.
separation? Are you renewing the
It
divorce?
depends on where you're living these days. It's because
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see Ian more, but throughout the years, I was in New York, LA. You were like
You just named some shitty cities. I was in New York, LA, Paris, Milan. You were in what? Minneapolis? What were you doing?
You're on that cruise ship that you work in.
You were also in LA. Okay, great. See, we're friends. I gave you my
Until
lawyer.
he has to
You
leave.
see that?
Are you going to go back to LA? Or New York?
Yeah.
See, we can be friends again.
Yeah,
We're
we
just
can be
not
friends
Canada friends.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you're only friends in the place that where life is very hard for everyone.
Yeah, when things are going good, Dale and I don't call each other.
Do you want to be calling phone friends?
Are you a calling phone friend?
Some friends. It depends on what. I don't even know what's going on in Ian's life. You guys tell me.
Shoot me a phone call sometime. We'll see if I pick up.
Tell me
I'm not
what's going
picking
on
up.
in Ian's life.
He's got this podcast.
Yeah.
This really took a turn.
He went camping last summer.
Like I said, he's a bad friend, so I don't really know what happens in
Oh my
his
God,
life.
I'm so sorry. So
I-
wait, would you renew my friendship?
Of course. How much does it cost? Is it gonna? What's it gonna show up on my credit
Yeah,
card?
what would be the monthly friendship membership rate?
I guess it depends how good of a friend you are.
Yeah.
The
It's-
kind of.
That is so funny.
Do you take baths with them and make eye
Level
contact?
of friendship. That's so
And
funny.
everything's just on a
Membership.
subscription service.
But you know, friendship does kind of come with a cost because you might buy your friend lunch. You might have to pick them up at the airport.
Mhm.
You have to get a couple of almond iced lattes for a few people.
Thank you so
That's
much.
true.
Right?
That couldn't have been cheap.
Drive them to
Drive them to
podcast
insanity.
studio.
Yeah. Scott and I don't pretend that we like each other. That's the secret.
Yeah, which is fair. I mean, you have a podcast, and I like the sound of my own voice. So-
The raspy, sexy, tired voice that we learned. I may have
That's
added
why you
sexy,
always
but
insist that we do it in the morning.
Yeah,
So,
so
It is
baritone.
by the end of the day, it's nice and high like Ian's. So it's just really
yeah. Last week we were talking about how on the
David
show, people who listen to only audio listeners only don't know what we look like, and you know how there's that thing. Sometimes you imagine the person in your
Yes.
head, and you don't want to look them up.
Yeah.
And we were like, who do you think they imagine is more handsome? Me with my high voice,
Hold on, let me
or him with his cool, sexy voice? My vote was on
Say
him.
something?
Yeah, it's
And then-
obviously.
Well, hey, the jury's out. We want to hear everybody.
But then they turn it on and the YouTube, and they're like,
Well, then-
"Oh, I'm very disappointed."
Do you think I should just start trying to, hey guys, welcome to the show? Do you think I'd have a better career, a better life?
No.
Jenna, how are you?
You used to have that stand-up voice, right? That was
You
your
did
idea.
used to have a bit of a stand-up.
Yeah, I did a little bit.
You don't anymore.
Oh, that's good.
But like Joe, his podcast when he was doing that 4-minute meditations,
Yeah, he did a little voice.
he had he was doing these little 4-minute meditations, and he's he's a dear friend of ours. But he would be like, hello and welcome. And I couldn't listen to it. Like the writing was
Why?
good. And I've told him this, so it's okay. But it was good. But just hearing him talk so I don't know, breathy, it would give me the heebie-jeebies. I'd be
She got turned on.
really?
She didn't know if she
I
was
was gonna
gonna
say she's like I think what you're saying is something was happening to your body. that I
No.
didn't recognize.
Right,
It
he
was
was
the
friend
opposite.
zoned, but then you heard it and you're like, this is too sexy.
I can't. I just
I
can't.
do that sometimes.
You had to pull over the car.
No, it was the exact opposite. It was it creeped me out.
Oh, because you don't like ASMR and that.
I
type of-
love ASMR.
Yeah, I don't like ASMR.
Oh, I love it.
You
I
should
would-
listen to Joe's podcast then. Sounds
Oh,
like
yeah,
a,
you
a
probably
hit.
like it.
Okay, I live for
And
that
then you
shit.
could think of what he looks like. He's
Okay.
a pretty boy. You might like him.
Maybe if he's a twink, sign me up.
I guess would you call him
He's not a twink. Also, no, this is this is not good for anyone listening or watching this. We could just show a picture of Joe. Is this guy a twink?
Is he a twink? Let's see.
I don't know what that is.
I knew I liked ASMR, like before ASMR was a thing, because on set, like, you know, when you're an actor on set and stuff, and like these costume designers or makeup people, they come up to you and they start whispering to you, like, okay, I'm just gonna fix your necklace. I'm just gonna fix it right here, and I'm just.
And then you're getting goosebumps down your
And
back.
I would always be like, what's happening to me right now? And then when I heard ASMR,
This
I was
is
like,
when you're having like your gay awakening.
This is how you learn.
I'm so turned on by this costume designer. The way she's speaking to me.
Wow, I never thought about
And
that.
then when ASMR was a thing, I was like, oh, that's not me being like a weird lesbian, although I am. That was actually, it triggers these things in the back of your neck and stuff, and the sound and the resonance does something to your body.
Yeah, like I feel like
Like, Ian's getting off right now. That's why he has the headphones on. He's just like,
yeah, he's not even listening to us. He's just listening.
I'm playing
to,
ASMR
like,
right now, but it's just affirmations. You're doing great. Your voice is sexy. They're lying.
Don't listen to Scott.
Yeah. Your jokes are good. They didn't bomb.
don't forget to mention Ian Fisher.
Ships are good for the environment. That's why I wear headphones every week.
That's funny. It just have AI affirmations. It's like anything that's happening, it just tells you the opposite.
It just
Very
spins it. It's like an optimist AI.
That's nice.
That'd be
Negative,
really good.
positive reinforcement in your life.
I need that. The plane's not crashing. The bumps are normal. It's a massage. That's $1 billion idea.
Oh my
We've had a lot of billion
Entrepreneurs
dollars.
listening to this show could just strike gold. We're the Forrest Gump running around and people being like, what do you think of my bumper sticker idea? It depends how well you know that movie for this reference to make
That
sense.
feels like a deep cut reference.
Might be a deep cut.
It was.
Yeah.
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 I love that movie, and I've seen it a lot of times. Is this when he's on the road running?
Yeah, exactly. People keep coming up to him and they're like, he makes the happy face logo. He makes shit happen.
Okay. Yes, okay, I remember that.
That's this podcast. People
that's
listen.
What this is.
Yeah.
They get $1 billion ideas.
Yeah, we've got non-pregnant doulas. We've got positive
Oh
chat
my
GPT.
God, wow.
Yeah.
We've got 7-year performance reviews in marriage.
Oh yeah.
Would you guys renew each other? You guys have been friends for almost 7 years, probably.
I keep trying to get out of it.
I know.
Do you guys need a life doula?
I do need
Yeah.
a life doula.
What are you working on right now? What's going on?
Just positive affirmations. If you
Yeah?
yeah. What would you recommend if I was pregnant right now?
Uh-huh.
What would be the first steps that I would need to get into to have a birth doula? Like, you just like what type of things would I need to get into?
He's got the kink.
Oh no! He's getting the kink! That's our show, everybody!